if a times x is less than b times x is less than 0 is less than c times x, is c positive? Okay, now this problem, seeing products less than 0, greater than 0, it means that it's mostly about signs, right? Because when you have a product that is negative, you can assure that they have different signs. And if they're positive, they have the same sign. So let's go with statement 1. Statement 1 says that b is less than c. Now, where can I join b and c? From here. This is a fact. It's a fact that bx is less than cx. And it's also a fact that b is less than c. These are both true. Now, in this case, if I were to simplify x and x is positive, then that must mean that the inequality sign wouldn't change. And that is actually what is happening, because if x were negative and I simplify it, then it would change and would contradict the other fact. So this cannot happen. It must be true that x is positive. Knowing this, I can go back here because I want to know c. I don't want to know x. I want to know c. I know that cx is positive. And since x is positive, that must mean that c is also positive, because they must have the same sign in order for the product to be greater than 0. So I can answer the question. The answer is yes. Statement 1 is sufficient. Statement 2 says that a is less than x. Okay. Now, what is the relationship between a and x? A and x, well, a times x is less than 0. Now, if a times x is less than 0, it can only mean one thing. It must mean that they have different signs. They must be positive, negative, or negative, positive. But if a is less than x, the only choice is that a is negative and x is positive. And I already know from statement 1 that if x is positive, then c must be positive as well. So that answers yes. Both statements together or alone are sufficient. That would be letter D.